Evening everybody, Silverbolt here, back for a Transformers review. We're going to be doing Generation 1, Red Alert. Okay, Red Alert shows up in Series 2, and his first episode is in Dinobot Island Part 1. And I believe he's with the group of Autobots under Prowl that take on the cowboys that come to the Time Warp. His most prominent adventure is, of course, quite famous. It's Auto Berserk, where Red Alert, after getting hit by one of Rumble's missiles, probably goes rather bonkers. And he becomes basically a paranoid, delusional maniac. And Red Alert has one of probably the funniest lines in G1, where he just screams at Prime, "Inferno wants my job!" Quite why Inferno would... Oh, I'm thinking I need to talk something then. A male voice isn't supposed to reach that kind of pitch. Yes. Why Inferno would want Red Alert's job, seeing as Red Alert sits down and looks at a computer screen all day, it's not quite made certain, but we'll make allowances for the episode. Because you've got to make a lot of allowances with Generation 1 episodes. Anyway, after Red Alert is damaged again, he teams up with Starscream, because at this point Starscream has had a little bit of a lover's quarrel with Megatron, and has basically been told to piss off. So Red Alert and Starscream team up and take control of the Negabator in order to destroy the Autobots. Red Alert, however, in one of those classic 80s cartoons, changed his mind at the last minute and realised, hang on, these guys are my friends. I can't betray them like that. Of course, Inferno also runs in and saves him, because he's feeling guilty because Red Alert's gone a little crazy. Because he blames himself because he left Inferno when Inferno got damaged for a second time. And in that episode, Inferno wouldn't look out of place in a rehab clinic, because he's got these bloodshot eyes. I mean, how a robot has bloodshot eyes, I don't know, but he has bloodshot eyes, and the things on the side of his head are sparking off like there's no tomorrow. And he almost looks worryingly scary, precisely because he is quite wonky at this point. Red Alert is one of the Transformers that in the 1986 movie is scripted to die. Well, it's an internet rumour that Red Alert is supposed to die. He's supposed to have been killed by Scavenger. However, that is one of the many death scenes that was written in for the 1986 movie that never actually went into it. Suffice to say, he's not seen in Series 3, and I think his last real appearance is in the Headmasters episode, the very first episode. I think that's it. I don't believe you see Red Alert again after that. And the same holds true for the comics. He never appears in the US Marvel comics, and he gets 2 appearances in the UK comics, and the first one is actually supposed to be a continuity error. He's not supposed to be in there at all with Ratchet, helping Ratchet. Secondly, he's one of the Autobots he's one of the Autobots, I think, that comes back with Rodimus to stop the future Galvatron, when Galvatron goes back into the past and builds the clone of Megatron and starts creating his own little hell on Earth. And that's about it for Red Alert. In Generation 2, Red Alert is killed by Jahaxus on board Jahaxus' ship, the Twilight. And that's it. Okay, now he gets a slightly more revival within the Dreamwave cartoon. Sorry, never mind. He gets a slightly more revival within the Dreamwave comics, in that he's part of the Autobot Council, which of course is just a puppet show under Shockwave. But he's part of the Autobot Council, and along with Inferno, which explains Inferno and Red Alert's close friendship on Earth, is that they serve together on the Autobot Council. This is after the Great Shutdown has ended and Cybertron is starting to get power again. After Shockwave is eventually defeated, Red Alert takes it upon himself to start training the Minibots. And that's about it. He goes from there. Okay, now onto the toy. I do realise that there is Armada Red Alert, but Armada Red Alert has a much bigger storyline than G1 Red Alert, so I'll save that one for if and when I get either Armada Red Alert, or whether I'll get Cybertron Red Alert, or Cybertron Defense Red Alert, or some of the other ones. Some of the other ones that there is for Red Alert. So I'll save that one for now, because as I said, this is Generation 1 Red Alert. Okay, the toy itself should be quite familiar to those who've seen one of my other reviews, because he is a direct repaint of Sideswipe, the Lamborghini Countach. Now, interestingly enough, the original two Lamborghini Countaches, which that were made in the Diaclone range, was of course Sideswipe and Sunstreaker. However, Red Alert is one of the first Transformers to actually be a proper Transformer, not just a remake. Even though he is just a repaint, sorry, not a remake, a rename. He is actually one of the first proper Transformers, because of course all the original ones were all the Japanese toys. So he does have quite a dubious honour there. Okay, transforming him is the exact same as transforming Sideswipe. You take off the shoulder-mounted missile launcher, you get rid of the gun, which is even the same as Sideswipe's gun. You flip the hood back, put the head in. That snaps down under there once you've lined it up properly. There we go. Push the legs in. Feet here, just flip them up. And slot the arms in. And there we have a Lamborghini Countach recoloured into the Fire Chief role that was Red Alert. I mean, I don't know how many Lamborghinis are currently in the service with American fire departments, but there we go. If they are, they get a lot more tax dollars than the bloody British ones do. A nice toy. Obviously, not a patch on Sideswipe, because Sideswipe's a red Lamborghini, and everyone knows the red ones go faster. Good bit of metal on him, because he is a direct repaint of the Diaclone range. He's got the same amount of metal as Sideswipe does. There is a reissue of him. He's one of the reissues that you'll find in Toys R Us quite easily, and I think the reissue came out in '03. My God, are the reissues really 5 years old now? Can't be that old. Bloody hell. But anyway, never mind. Yes. But yes, there is a reissue for him. Red Alert on eBay, because of the reissue, won't set you back that much. But obviously, do make sure that you are actually buying the original. If you're going for the original toy, make sure you are buying the original toy and you're not buying an out-of-the-box reissue, because there are unscrupulous people on eBay who will do that. Of course, the spring-loaded missile launcher, which obviously won't work for me. Will it? No. There we go. Hey! Okay, that is Red Alert done. I shall be back shortly with another Transformers review, obviously. Chances are, yes, it will be next Thursday again. But for now, this is Silverbolt with Red Alert, signing off, saying au revoir, adios, auf Wiedersehen.